Guys, Tuesday, just been out with my son, and we got home and sat down and he said, "Are you doing Temper Tuesday, Mum?" So I think he's been watching me, or at least keeping an eye on what I've been up to. So I said to him, "Okay then, what would you like to see? Top 10 for Temper Tuesday for, shall we do Easter or Mother's Day, because Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday for the UK." He said, "Oh, Mother's Day." Now, bear in mind he can't knit or crochet, so... but it's good to see somebody taking an interest in the house and what I'm doing. So I dived onto Pinterest and had a look around about things I thought would be quick, easy makes or adaptable. So I'll read it, put the photos up, and I'll link my Pinterest board, and you can all go look if you want to, if anything takes your... is of interest to you or takes your fancy. So, number one started off, no particular order, just the ones that come up on my screen. Ice cream paint cozy. Now, these are also good size to hold cup noodles or ramen noodles or pot noodles. So, you could make these up. The pattern's free on the website, or you can buy the pattern on Etsy too. But you could make one of these up, and you could give gift vouchers in it, or maybe a nice ice cream spoon or something like that. I was thinking cards, they're so generic, aren't they? So I thought, I was looking at the motifs, or the name is going to escape me now. It'll come back to me, no doubt. So I come across this Crochet Irish Rose step-by-step instructions by Golden Lucy Crafts. And I thought that'd be lovely for putting on a card and maybe handwriting your sentiment, whether it be happy birthday, happy Mother's Day. You could make one, you could make two. You could use them as a lovely little gift tag for when you wrap up your present too. And the same thought came to these Golden Lucy Crafts again. She's done applique, that was the word I was thinking of. I knew it began with A, but I couldn't think what it was. And she's done these bloom or heart balloons, which would be lovely put onto a card with a sentiment, or even as a put in a small picture frame. And again by Golden Lucy Crafts, crochet heart shape applique that'd make a good gift tag or a card. Moving on to it says Growing Up Gable, easy knit dishcloth. Now those are the ones for crochet, by the way. A dishcloth can also be a washcloth, and think of a person's favourite colours or the scheme to their bathroom, colour scheme to their bathroom, if you know it. You've got a quick little knit you can knock up. This pattern's very easy. Once you've got it memorised, you'll probably never need to look at a pattern again, but you can make them small for face scrubbies, or bigger for washcloths, or for dishcloths, depending on what kind of cotton you use. If you use, excuse me, this drove me mad. If you use them as dishcloths, you could also use the scrubby yarn along with the cotton yarn. Then, if you were going to give gift vouchers or gift cards for your mum's favourite coffee or tea place, maybe she gets coffee regularly on the go, you could do, I've got two patterns here for cup cozies. The first one's by Winding Road Crochet, and it looks like one of those crossed headbands. So if your mum likes those headbands, it might be an idea to do a headband and a coffee cup cosy to match for when she's out and about. I thought that was a lovely idea. And Pretty Darn Adorable's done a lovely one too. Although when I thinking about what I was just thinking about with the other one, Off Goes the Dog, was these could be made longer and turned into a headband. So don't think you're just limited by what the pattern tells you. But in the spirit of today, these are things that you could knock up really quickly or in an evening maybe for your mum or person you are donating to. Not all of us have a mum. I do, I'm lucky. But there's other people you might want to thank. Off the Beaten Hook, there is a free crochet pattern for a spa set. So you've got a soap saver, washcloth, little face rounds, and one of those puff washcloths. I don't know quite what they're called, but you know the ones I mean. Usually they come in the nylon knitting, and these are done cotton, so they last longer. They're washable, dryable, etc. And then we've moved on to Good Ideas. And this is 6 free crochet lavender patterns. And in there, they've got, you can turn pens into lavender cozies. Make a lavender cozy for a pen. Or you can make an applique that you could put on something. Maybe it's a jute scarf or a hat. Or again, to make as a card. Or a bouquet of lavender stems. Sorry, my daughter's texting me. It's coming up and I'm trying to think, wait a minute, but she won't. Another one, it's filet crochet, and it's a bookmark for mum or mom. But if you were the English spelling and you say mum, I would think you could just leave the top 3 holes out on the top of the O and it would say mum. It's got a cute little butterfly dangly bit. That would go down nicely for a book reader, obviously. And a butterfly lover, I can think of just a person who would love that. And I have no idea, I've got 12 pins, I've got 2 left, so I've probably done 10. But just in case not, how about a love bug amigurumi bee? It's cute. It doesn't have to be in Valentine's colours, and you could do the bee stripe in the bee in whatever colours you wanted. Even for the men, think of the famous favourite football teams, and it's lovely. You could use it to dangle in the car, just as something to put on their desk or in their home to make them smile. And the wings are little hearts, so that is lovely. So I'll link my Pinterest board and you'll be able to go over and have a look if you're interested in any of those. I had a moment yesterday I wanted to share. It really made me smile. On Monday and Wednesdays, I go and pick up my granddaughter from school. I go over in the car. You have to there's only a small car park there, so you have to get there a bit earlier. And I go about half hour early, and I'm quite happy sat in the car. I do my crochet or my knitting, or I'll read a book. And most of the people are in their cars and they're on their phones like this, and they're playing the game or they're scrolling, and that's fine, whatever you want to do. But for me, it's a moment of calm and peace, and I've got time to concentrate and do something. And it's amazing what you can achieve in those 20-30 minutes you're sat there. So it's free craft time. I might listen to an audio book or have somebody's YouTube going on in the background and sort of watch as I craft too. But this week I didn't want to craft. My brain wasn't working in a way yesterday that I could pick up a knitting project or a crochet project and it'd be easy. It was sort of the day that I'd be doing a whole row of knit stitches and my brain would switch over halfway and I'd discover I've done a third of a row, purl stitches, and I had to go back and unknit that, which I learned is called tinking. That's a new one on me. But anyway, yesterday I pulled up, I got set up, I had YouTube going, I had a book of patterns to go through and I was trying to decide which one of these I would like to do first because it's a book I haven't yet made anything out of. And usually when I get a new book of craft things, patterns, or even cookery books, I'll go for one of the simple ones to see if they are as simple as they say. Because in my mind, the simple ones are the ones that took me up. But anyway, I'm going off subject again. I sit there and you get used to there's always a couple with a dog that goes by and you're used to seeing certain dogs and certain people, and the lady with the wonderful hand-knitted hat with sheep on. And I've managed so far to restrain myself from jumping out the car and asking, did she knit it? And if not, does she know what the pattern is? As I was sat there yesterday and I had a quick look round in between reading my book, I noticed there was a woman who usually sits in her car scrolling a few spaces over, and she was down in her car like this knitting. I could just see her knitting needles over out the window, and she's got a lovely hat on. I think it was knit, but I wasn't close enough. Anyway, I looked back 10 minutes later and she's up a bit and she's knitting more. And it was lovely to see more people out knitting and feeling comfortable to do that. Because in this day and age, everybody's on their phones and we seem to have lost the art of crafting. Brings me peace and it brings me accomplishment. So to spend that time is almost meditative. To sit there and create something or spend some time getting lost in something like that and have an outcome for it. So I really enjoyed seeing somebody else out there doing the same. She obviously wasn't that comfortable to start with, but to look round, just have a quick look around, and she was sort of more confident and knitting away. I will make sure tomorrow I take mine with me in case I see her again, and if she looks round and I'm looking around, I'll wave and show her what I'm doing out the window. You never know, we might get to start up a knitting or crochet group in the car park. Anyway, it was just a moment that made me smile, and I thought I'd share it. For now, I'm going to get going. I've got a few bits to do, and let's hope this uploads faster than it did the other day. Oh, and I've got to answer my daughter. Apparently her Facebook isn't working as mine. I don't know, I'm not on it. So anyway, just take care of yourselves and stay crafty. Bye for now.